Yo, what's up, world? It's your boy King Arthur, CTV, Real People, Real Success, TOP, the O'Neill Project, Leadership Development Growth. I'm going to record this video again because I tried to go live on Facebook, but apparently I couldn't post it because I was playing Jay-Z's 444 in the background for a little entertainment effect, but hey, whatever. I don't have licensing and publishing to that, so I probably should have did a caveat to that and said, hey, I don't own any rights to this music. You should go check out his album if that's what you're interested in. But hey, it is what it is, man. Everybody gotta get their cut. Listen. See this book? I tagged a picture of it on my Instagram, put it on my Facebook for you guys to check out. Awesome read, man. I mean, I'm not the most eloquent with words when it comes to saying things like this, but for what it's worth, man, it flows very well. The author is very credible in the research and everything that he's done and putting together the content for this book. And it's just written really well. It's written in a format that someone who is seeking out, information specific to the title of this, which is The Education of Millionaires. It kind of it hits on every point when it needs to hit on it. So for what it's worth, man, check this book out. Really good read so far that I'm into it. I just wanted to touch on a quote that I saw in here, or a little excerpt actually from the first chapter, excuse me, which is How to Make Your Work Meaningful and to Make Your Meaning Work is the title of it. But it really kind of goes on to touches on the concepts of what I've shared in videos past and what I'll continue to share, because that's the same thing that I always were preaching on, is just the fact that everything is a risk. You know what I mean? There's a video I put on my YouTube. I think it's called I can't remember, but it's something related to the fact of, what are you willing to struggle for, right? Basically, what Michael Ellsberg's talking about in this book is he's saying, is from a quote from someone he's interviewed, is basically that no matter what you do in life, you're going to be taking some kind of risk. I don't care if it's the well-beaten, trodden path that your parents or your friends or family have told you to stick to, or you're going out there balls to the wall, being an entrepreneur, trying to make it out of the trunk of your car. There's always a risk. There's always some kind of risk. And people, unknowledgeable people, will probably say, well, what's the risk if you're doing a safe pass and you're just going to school and getting a good job, blah, 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 blah. Well, the thing about that is, unless you're just like incredibly invested in that, like you just always want to be a doctor, for example, then that'll work out for you. But if it's just something you're doing just because you think that that'll work out, it's a safe thing, it's secure, you're gonna make some money, and get the American dream, so to speak, the white picket fence and all that, then you're really gambling to a great degree, because we as people grow, we have opinions about things, we formulate ideas, and they change over time. Especially for my young people, you guys are chock full of ideas and emotions, and you're not sure exactly where to take them. But you have a solid idea, so to speak, or some idea of what you want to do. And I always tell the young people, like I was just talking to a couple of young guys at the bookstore just yesterday. Where you're at, they're seniors in high school about to start school tomorrow. And it's like where you're at, your ideas and opinions and values are going to change dramatically year by year. So just be prepared for that. And I just try to shine some light on them, and they're appreciative. So, guys, if you're looking at this, you know who you are. Saw you at Barnes & Nobles. Shouts out to you. Good luck with school and everything you plan on doing with band and everything you endeavor. But I'll get right to it. So the quote was basically saying, let's see. Okay. So it says, I'll just read it straightforward. It says, but as Randy Komisar points out in his book, The Monk and the Riddle, there are also a lot of unacknowledged risk to not following your passions, of sticking too close to the beaten path in the name of safety and predictability. These include, and I quote, the risk of working with people you don't respect, the risk of working for a company whose values are inconsistent with your own, the risk of compromising what's important, the risk of doing something that fails to express or even contradicts who you are. And then there's the most dangerous risk of all, the risk of spending your life not doing what you want on the bet that you can buy yourself the freedom to do it later. I was like, wow. When I read that, I was like, that's so spot on, because for me, self-expression and being who I am and staying authentic to myself and what my heart and my gut speaks to me is so important. I have a firm belief and optimism in my own success as far as business-wise and where I'll be with that. And only time will tell. You'll see that as we go. But outside of that, even if it wasn't for my own ambitions, just being true to myself means everything to me. And I mean, how many of you guys out there have actually been in a position where your values have been compromised, where, like, not just opinions, but values, something that's very, very, very important to you. It's your basic makeup, has been compromised, or you're in a situation where you're working with people that you just can't stand, and you're basically living a lie. And there's a lot of you out there who are doing it to this day. You're living a lie. You're putting yourself in positions because of safety, because of security. You're putting yourself in positions where you're constantly lying. You're lying to yourself. You're lying to your coworkers, and then it gets so bad that you've actually conditioned yourself to live the lie, that you hang your hat on the fact that you can put on a good front for the office politics. You know how to play the game, so to speak. And you're killing yourself. You're absolutely killing yourself, because you're starving your soul and your spirit of the opportunity to grow and be an individual and strengthen yourself. You're killing yourself in so many ways. And I just want to touch on that, at least briefly in this video, and to encourage you guys who are two things. If you're on that path and you're doing that and you know it, it's not, I don't have to argue with a person who's doing that. Like, when you're doing, when you're not being your whole 110% authentic self. When you're not being true to who you are, and the words that you're saying aren't resonating with authenticity. But then there's also the people who are trying their best to maintain that integrity of self and go out and try to tackle this world and make something of themselves, or even just get by, which is hard enough. Guys, keep trotting on, keep beating through the woods, keep making a trail, keep trailblazing, do what you're doing, because a lot of great people before you and today are still doing that, and I promise to bring you proof of that evidence. If you don't see it from me, or you don't believe it from me, pick up books like this. Follow a lot of great people. They're out there on YouTube. You just got to search for them. We got the internet technology. Just Google them. Type in a sentence, a phrase that speaks to you, and watch the answers that you come up with. You can test what I'm saying all you want, and you're going to find that it's absolutely the gospel. So, yeah, like I said, stay encouraged. For those of you who are out there venturing out, doing the not doing the norm, and stay faithful, persevere, and follow the tracks of those who have done it before you, to help guide you along this path, because that's what I've been doing for many years now, and continue to do so. And then for those of you who aren't just faking the funk and thinking that that's just a lot in life, God bless you. Good luck, okay? Because if you don't catch it now, you're going to catch it later, and there's going to be a great deal of regret involved with that, and a lot of lost time. I just pray and hope that you guys find your way, and hope that you stay true to yourself, and not only that, but continue to grow, because like I said, every single day is a new day, and you're always changing, you're always growing, you're always evolving as a person, in your opinions and your values and what you think and your outlook on life. So that's what this channel is about. That's what it's all about. That's what my life's about. Bringing you guys this, taking you on this journey, showing you what it is, and giving it to you raw and uncut. So anywho, just wanted to bring that with you, share that with you. Some insightful stuff I saw in my readings today. Hope you guys stay blessed, stay prepared, and stay strong to conquer the day. CTV, Real People, Real Success. TOP, the O'Neill Project, Leadership Development Growth. I'm out.